currently mixed a song for Jelly Roll. I've worked with Cuban Link.
You're a crafted engineer. You're a crafted producer. So
I can show you my Spotify right now. My #1 city is Sao Paulo, Brazil. I've never been to Brazil.
they've got hits, got millions of views, millions of streams, the whole nine. So
I've been doing this for 23 plus years, and I just love this shit, man.
There was guys there that had like dope studios, money behind it, and I had a little rinky-dink studio.
and your shit was smacking that shit.
Yeah, my shit was.
The hardest thing to get is capital. You working a 9 to 5. How long is it gonna take you to get $100,000 sitting right here in front of you?
Man, a whole lot of sessions.
You see what I'm saying? You can get $100,000 in 9 minutes. We vlogged it.
My mentor, he was like, yo, all you need is like a 750 credit score. You can go to the bank and get your first $25,000. And this is back when it was just like $25,000. You know what I mean? Personal loans are extremely underrated and underutilized.
Everybody's like, bro, this shit finna blow. We finna go. We finna that. A lot of these artists, they stuck too up their ass about where they really are and this and that. And it's like, bro.
Back then, you didn't know who you were battling. Nowadays, you kind of got a heads up of who you're battling before, right? Look at how third world countries praise our drill and trap music. It's powerful. And now
There's nothing wrong with loyalty until the loyalty starts hindering other opportunities for yourself.
I don't have no plan B. This is what I plan to be. Fuck a plan B type thing. It's the Deletekings Podcast. Welcome back to another one. I go by the name Deleteking 850, and I got my boy here with me.
You already know Deleteking CVO.
Hey, man, we got some special guests for y'all today, man. Y'all in for a good one. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves the right way, man. We're going to start with you, my brother.
I'm AQ, go by AQ running back, producer, engineer.
For sure,
One of the best. I'm going to let you know that. One of the best.
Word?
In the city, yes.
All right, for sure,
Yes,
for
top
sure.
of the
What about your
line.
brother right here in the middle?
I go by the name of Words, artist, songwriter, extraordinaire. Yeah,
I
pretty much me.
same name's Clue Rock, father, artist,
Yeah.
creator, you know, lover of all that's dope.
I love that. I love that.
Damn, that's what's up, man. Hey, how we run into each other real quick?
Man, actually, A-Quality, I've known A-Quality for a little minute now. He's really well in tune into the music industry, produced and engineered for top-of-the-line people, owns one of the top studios, the best-looking studio, I would say, in Chicago, for real. How I kind of met him is through an artist that he currently always works with, LB the God. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly the relationship. I know you're his right-hand man. I don't know if you're managing him, but that's just, I just locked in on the music side, just engineering. You know, he only goes to him because A-Quality exactly got A-Quality. You feel me? You go to him for a reason. But that's how we got in tune, and they got hits, got millions of views, millions of streams, the whole nine. So A-Quality really been doing his thing in the
Y'all
game.
got
And he's
millions of streams for real?
He does. Not we. He does.
yeah, no, A-Quality be going crazy.
That's by himself right there.
All right, for sure. Hey, talk about that. Where did it all start? Y'all got millions of streams right now. Like, how did it start for you, man?
Man, we're just grinding it out, man. Being in the studio as much as possible. Well, I met LV through a mutual friend that I went to school with, and he brought him to the studio, and, you know, we just locked in. He really never really recorded anywhere. He showed me, like, a freestyle that he did, and I told him he needs to record it, you know. And, yeah, we just been consistently making music, you know, working on albums and, you know, the whole nine production, and that's how it started, man. Like anything else, you know, we started from the ground and just built.
How many years ago was that?
Shit, it's been a minute too.
About 10 years, maybe.
Sheesh.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Yeah,
The industry was a little bit different back then, though, right?
yeah,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's the industry changes every fucking like 5 years. I want to say there's new shit coming around all the time. You know, you went from the 10 years ago. That's still almost the drill era. No, not even. It's 2015. So that's getting to the little trippy era with the fucking
SoundCloud.
Uzi. You know what I'm saying? The SoundCloud. That's that. But before that, right before that, 5 years, 3 years or 5 years before that, it was, you know what I'm saying, the drill and Chief Keef and all them, and then so on and so forth.
So you locked in with him, but you also worked with like dozens of other artists or whatever, or like he was just the main one to really take off?
Yeah, he was like one of the main ones to really take off, but I work with a lot of artists, man. I've currently mixed a song for Jelly Roll. I worked with
wait,
Twista.
hold on. Jelly Roll,
Yeah.
that's that dude right there. Damn.
Yeah, that's
That
a bunch
boy.
of. I've worked with Cuban Link, it's a lot of people that I've worked with, but you know, my main focus is working with artists that, you know, I get to mold and build with, you know, like create a sound together, you know.
For sure. Do you have your own label these days, or you like take artists under your wing, or how does that work?
Yeah, I kind of take artists under my wing. I don't have any label, you know. I feel like sometimes that's not, you know, kind of restricts artists, you know. Like I've been with artists that, you know, were tied down to a label and they couldn't release any music and stuff like that. So like it's more like just connections with the artists and, you know, being consistent with the music and, you know, staying busy with them.
And then with that too, I feel like that's dope because you're going to have obviously you're a crafted engineer, you're a crafted producer. So when you get artists and you want to mold them, you know what I'm saying? It's not just, hey, you're paying me for a session. No, you're getting my full creativeness. You're really putting that energy into them, you know, making sure the beat is right, making sure it's an actual production, not just YouTube, press a button, go ahead, spit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope. That's love because a lot of artists don't, you know, get that. Some artists don't even want that. They just want to do their own shit. Just let me get the free beat and this and that. They don't really want to lock in as an artistry. You know what I'm saying? They just look at it as a quick little like stunt. I'm a rapper, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. That's really dope what you do.
You can tell the difference between like a artist, like let's say you just work with a new artist. Does any artist able to work with you as long as they got the bread to, you know, get you to record them, or is it like are you really selective with who you choose to work with?
It's kind of a mixture of both, you know. Like I'm not really selective. I work with anybody, you know. Somebody just starting off, somebody's been doing it. I don't care, you know. I work with anybody, and you know, as far as like my rates, I'm flexible. I usually, you know, if I really want to work with somebody, I give them a better rate, or you know, we're recording for the love. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like, you know, there's potential, I'm willing to work with an artist. You know, I feel like, you know, you go to any other studio, you know, they're charging you $100 just to record, $100 an hour just to record, and they don't even care about you. You know, they don't care about the mixing. They'll charge you extra for the mixing, for the mastering.
Literally sit there just to press record and press stop and say, do it again.
Yeah.
So you a one-stop shop. You can mix, master, and
Yeah, I do everything, yeah. So,
man,
yeah.
I tried to go to school for that stuff too, and I swear, y'all, I don't know what it was, but it was so difficult because I always recorded people back in the day too. Like I built a whole booth inside my spot too, and I just record, but I couldn't figure out the auto-tune. And that was popular at the time. I couldn't figure out the deep voice or effects or this and that. Like sometimes I work with a few singers, but I tried to go to school for it. Just didn't work out for some reason. Did you go to school to learn what you learn now?
Well, I did go to the Art Institute for about...
I tried that too.
For about a year, but I feel like, you know, with music and with anything that you do, like it's better to learn hands-on.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Did you have a mentor? Or you just YouTube
never.
University?
Yeah, and even YouTube back when I started ain't give you no information on anything. So I'm like self-taught. I feel like the best way to learning anything is just, you know, first you gotta love it, you know, because if you love it, you're gonna do whatever it takes to learn the craft. You know what I mean? So I felt like when I went to school, I learned little things here and there, but I was already way ahead of the guys that. There was guys there that had like dope studios, man, like money behind it, and I had a little rinky-dink studio.
And your shit was smacking that shit.
Yeah, my shit was, you know.
And that's real because when it comes to a lot of different things, when it comes to kind of what me and him do with the credit side and the financial side, and then when it comes to even videography or certain things, like you could put a little small camera in my hands and then someone give them a red, and my iPhone shot better than the red because they don't know what they're doing. Just because you got all the money and equipment don't mean that your passion, your love, and you studied the craft enough to produce what is the finest tune of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope. I love that. I feel like that's how you really learn something and really get into it because anybody can buy a camera now. Anybody can buy a fucking a soundboard, a mic.
Yeah.
It takes some real grit to learn that shit.
Yeah, and then you got guys that know the numbers, that know, you know, this and that, and you gotta have an ear or a
You know what I'm
vision.
saying? Yeah.
You know, some people know everything, but they don't have a vision, or they don't have, you know, they can't put it together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt like learning from scratch and just scrapping it out, learning the hard way. That's the best way to go. You know what I mean? If you have a mentor, even better. You know what I mean? But I feel like
So you ain't had nobody even teach you how to
Nah, man.
Yo, that's wild.
Nah,
bro.
and-
I couldn't figure out them numbers for nothing. I was
Nah,
on
man.
YouTube for hours trying to
Yeah.
what the EQs and this, and the other, negative this and that. I was like, yo,
Yeah.
you gotta download all the new softwares, man. I had bought this one piece of thing. It's still sitting in my booth. It's like $1,700, but it's supposed to make that, you know, when the mic really hit radio quality.
yeah.
Man, that thing collected dust, bro.
Yeah,
Couldn't
man.
figure it out.
God damn.
Yeah, I feel
as well
like
sell it.
it's important to learn, like, you know, from the bottom. I mean, I remember when I started, I would reach out to, you know, other engineers and producers that were doing it, and they wouldn't even, you know, I remember I hit this one guy up, and, you know, at the time, you know, he was doing his thing. I was like, man, I'm trying to learn and see if I could, you know, get in the studio with you one time. And he said, man, I don't got no time for that, man. I charge for that. And, you know, and and it's crazy because, you know, I was like, cool. So I hit up, it was at the time, there's a producer named Noise. He was one of the biggest producers in the city. And I hit him up, and he came to the studio, spent 2 hours with me, and, you know, showed me stuff that inspired him. And, you know, and it went a long way. You know, it's like sometimes, you know, you don't have a mentor, and, you know, the person you least expect to, you know,
Pop up and show you something.
yeah, pop up and show you something. He popped up, and, you know, it was a big deal to me, you know, because I didn't know where I was, you know, what I was doing, and he just showed me he couldn't teach me anything, but he was like, look at this video. These are the people that inspired me, and, you know, hopefully it helps you, and it sure did, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been able to help people get millions of views through recording. Have those artists like stayed loyal to you, or
Yeah.
did they just go off and do their own thing?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, everybody's been loyal and stuck with me. It's like a barber, you know, like once you find that barber that cuts you up nice, you know,
Right.
you ain't gonna,
They can't cheat on
you
your
can't
barber.
switch it up, you know what I mean?
For
'Cause,
sure.
Yeah. It's,
So like, how'd you meet your guys right here?
well, Words, I've been knowing him for a minute, man. I met him through a feature friend of ours, and we just linked up, and we've been working since. And like same thing with Clue, you know. I met him through a mutual friend, and we just been, you know, rocking it out ever since. It's been a minute too, like 10 years or something like that.
Oh shit, no,
So,
that's a
yeah.
bomb right there.
Yeah.
So now, are you guys solo artists, or you guys like, you know what I'm saying, y'all tag team, or how y'all do it? Are you?
We came here to get an answer for that. Joe.
Oh, you got
That's what he's
okay.
supposed to tell us what we are, right? 'Cause At this point, man,
Bro,
it's
that'd be
grown
so
in-
dope.
it's
I like
just
where this
grown
going.
We gonna
into
find out
something-
what
Let's
you
go.
guys
Let's
say.
start it right now.
It's
yeah.
just grown into something.
To give the Carfax, we started off as solo artists.
Of course. Love it.
We started off as that, and then there was a group of mutual friends of ours started like a rap crew or whatever.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
called Middle Ground. It was led by a partner in rhyme with us. His name was Prime. Super battle rapper. You know, at
Okay.
the time, at least for me, growing up watching these guys, I like idolized these guys because they were like representing where I came from.
Right? Hell
And
yeah.
so I later, as I, paid dues around the city, doing battles and whatnot, I ended up joining Middle Ground. But it was
Okay.
kind of like in the later end where everybody was just kind of grown and kind of going their separate ways. And at that time, Clue was part of that group. And little did I know
shit.
that we were going to cross paths at some point. Didn't know, but I knew he was part of the Middle Ground. So then later on, we crossed paths, I think, at work. And we were like, hey, man,
Oh,
you
shit.
rap, and you rap, and we both rap.
Alright, what we doing?
We work like two
Not even
blocks
a-
away
yeah,
from
block
each
away,
other.
dude.
Yeah, and we just chopped it up, and we're like, hey, we should do something together, man. We should probably, work and make some songs, see what happens, see what transpires. And then we just started developing a relationship from there. And then, and then I met AQ, and then
Okay.
it was like, yo, bring the homies through, and
Type shit.
then it just blossomed into this.
Damn. So how many songs you guys got
I was
together
just
now?
about
Right?
to ask that question.
Well, between me and him, we put out a project called Speech for the Poor first. It was like it's like a small EP, 12 songs, I think, 11 songs, something like that.
Okay.
And then from there, we kind of like presented it to AQ, and AQ was like, yo. And AQ recorded us before, but we did like singles. We
touch
did
it,
like
yeah.
one-offs.
So like you know what I'm saying, you would go in, my bad. You would go in and then you would go in a different day and just kind of just
Yeah, we would
lock
just
in.
put stuff together, and we were like, man, it would be dope to do like a full project together. So then we first tested it out on our own to see, develop that chemistry.
Right.
We had a few songs prior to that, and then we showed AQ. AQ was like, dude, this is dope. Why don't we actually lock in and do something all together? And then that's what it blossomed into. So we got like, I think for this project so far, 13 songs, if I'm not mistaken.
So they got 24 songs together so far.
Do you keep track of how many songs you recorded that got mastered? Because you can have a lot of rough drafts, but like you have like a count on your catalog. I'm just curious.
Me or
Any of y'all? No, not he's done hundreds.
Yeah, he's got
As an artist.
It depends. Like there's stuff that I did on my own for a long time that I would just use like DistroKid mastering, or I would use what's that other website? Lander. Yep, I would use Lander. So I would just
Lander. That's a sound thing, right? That's I remember
so
that.
You could
Damn.
master. Yeah, you spend like $10 and you can master a track.
Bro,
you know?
I swear to God, one of my guys paid for it. He's like, bro, use this. It sounded like it just upped the value of the song.
Yeah. All it does is gives it a little polish, a little sheen. But at the time, I didn't have the monetary gains to even pay for studio time. So for me, it was just like, all right, if I can mix this as best as possible at the crib, and then put it in Lander, and Lander give it that little spit shine, I'll be good.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of my songs, the beginning, it was like very rough around the edges, and then the first like legit project that I wanted to put out, I was introduced to AQ, and AQ, like he said earlier, he's very flexible with pricing and packaging stuff, and he was like, look, man, I'll give you a deal, let's do this, let's lock in. And man, I was like, dude, this is like night and day, dude, like night and day from the tracks that I had. So prior to meeting AQ, I probably had like, I want to say like 20, 30 songs that were like not mastered well. And then after that, it just...
Man.
So now everything you do at quality just literally.
Well, now
it's prime. It's just, you know.
It's one of those things where it's like, once you ride a Ferrari, do you want to go back to a Honda? Like, you know, it's like...
You don't keep riding that Ferrari.
Yeah, let me get on the Rari, you know?
100%.
I like them both too, but I'm saying
right, the daily and the weekend
for the metaphor's sake, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. So how many how many songs would you estimate you've recorded that's like mastered the final versions?
I put out total of 3 projects that are out in the socials, right, or however you.
Y'all started monetizing y'all music already?
I'm sorry.
Y'all started monetizing y'all music already?
Yeah, I think once it's on the platforms, you know, it's automatically. I mean, I don't want to speak for myself, but it's like the BMI or B whatever some eyes. You gotta get all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get all that together and then just link it to your name on the streaming site. You know, so you can every time it get played, you get that check.
Yeah.
Y'all got music videos out already too?
Yeah, we got a few.
All right, so
Shot
I'm gonna ask you.
Shot by Equality.
Not Shot by Equality, we got a few on our own.
It's not yet.
Not yet. There we go. You know what I'm saying? Because they caught. Hey, not only does my man real quick does he produce, he be shooting some shit.
Really?
He a little whiz on the camera.
Bro, let us know.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Damn, so you did that on the camera too?
Yeah.
Damn, you shoot the Sony A7S or?
The Alpha.
Yeah.
That's what's up. All right, cool. Just so the people know, right? Name the name of your best song and music video that people can go search up right now. Your favorite.
So I've been doing this shit for a long.
Oh, you know your favorite one that you want the world to see.
So
if you had a favorite one.
Our most recent one, man.
No, yours that you want.
Mine.
No, you know what? No,
Aesthetic.
do. Damn.
Individually?
Do individually and we'll do one together.
Check out Dope Aesthetic.
Yeah, what's it called? How can they find it?
Yeah, it's called Dope Aesthetic. It's on YouTube. It's a complete project, but there's a video for it. It's called Dope Aesthetic, just like Cope Aesthetic.
But Dope
It's a
Aesthetic.
D.
And say your artist name again so they can look it up.
Clewrock, CLEWROCK. YouTube or however you play music.
Dope Aesthetic, and that's
Well,
the
you'll
dopest
see
thing
it
you've
right
dropped.
here.
I think
Click
that's
on it right here.
I like it. Yeah.
All right, for
I
sure.
rock with it. Yeah.
What's your best piece of work?
Well,
How
I mean,
can
if
they
you
find
want
it?
the visual accompanied with it, I think the one that really not put me on the map, but kind of created some buzz was a song called Campeón, which is champion in Spanish. It was shot by Visionary Leader Films. That song, you can find it everywhere. It's everywhere. You can search it up with words, WRDS, no O, no vowels.
All right. And remind them your artist name is.
Yeah, WRDS words.
Okay, cool. Words.
You can search it up. It's called Campeon.
Campeon.
Yeah.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Because I want them to get familiar with you at the end of the day. So
Now, as far as real quick,
blueprint. Yeah.
no,
go ahead.
Now, what about y'all together? Yo, you know what I'm saying? The song you were just talking about, y'all just released.
We don't have visuals much together, but if I were to name a song with a visual, I think we did one. It's called Blue Line. That was off a project I put out. But song wise, man, there's a ton of songs that I think are dope that we just put out on our last project, Speech for the Poor. Check that out if you guys want to hear us together, like on a complete project, Speech for the Poor. That whole project, I mean, to me, top to bottom, it's hard to pick a favorite just because we put so much effort into actually writing the songs. So yeah, check that album out. I don't know, it's one of my favorite projects we put out together.
And then we do got the single we released. It's called Copy Cool. And we shot a video for that. So that's dropping on the 11th.
Okay, so it's not even out yet. It's exclusive. It's about to drop.
Yeah. So what we got cooking, as a trio here, that's gonna be dropping soon. But we got the single out now, Copy Cool.
And is that one gonna be shot by?
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, so this question, right? Like, this is actually gonna hit the net. So I kind of want to hear, like, what's your dream? What's your vision? Like, who are you, let's say 3 years from now, right? What does that look like? Like, what's your dream, if you don't mind me asking? Like, how far you plan to take this?
Myself, me?
All 3 years. How about that?
In 3 years, man, I definitely see myself in a bigger space. You know, my dream is to have a open space layout where I have multiple studios, you know, having multiple engineers, you know, in there and producers, and kind of like that's been my goal for a while. But in 3 years, I definitely more music, man. Like, I know what the ultimate goal is, but, you know, like setting small goals, you know, helps to get to where you want to be.
For sure.
So right now, like, just, you know, taking things one track at a time, and the end goal is, you know, having that space, and, you know, eventually I want to get to having, you know, plaques and, you know, Grammys and stuff like that.
That's what I was gonna ask. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Is all that important to you, or is just as long as, like, you can make a living off of your music?
Yeah,
Type thing.
it's, you know, everybody wants to, you know, be, you know, have that. You know, I feel like it's a goal, but I'm not gonna let it, like, you know, you know, stop me from, or like take away from, you know, my
The
energy,
love of
the
it.
love.
Yeah,
for
I
it,
feel like
know?
you got genuine love. That's the
Yeah.
vibe I'm getting for you. Got
Yeah.
genuine love for the craft or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say, all right, y'all being the artist, like on a scale of 1, 2, 3, how much do you care about the fame, or is it like purely the art form? Like, y'all plan to be at the Grammys with it, like a platinum plaques? Like, what's y'all vision with it?
I just laugh because it's a good question, first off.
Yeah.
But again, I've been doing this for 23 plus years. I got kids probably your ages, but no, it's all good. And I just love this shit, man. So to me, yes, Grammys are dope, and if they come, great. But I just want to be heard finally, the way I believe our art form should be positioned. Like, it's like when you know,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? When you, it's like playing ball, right?
Yeah.
You playing ball, you can tell if you can square up with somebody else or not. This rap is the same. Like, I know my music, our music, can hold up with anybody's music, and that's any genre of this rap, whether it's trap, whether it's drill, whether it's old school hip hop. I think the music speaks for itself, and if you're a person that listens to music in that way, you'll agree and you'll mess with it, man.
100%. All right, cool. So if you were to manifest who you are 3 years from now, so they can watch back this video, like, damn, he said he was gonna do this. Like, what would you say?
I mean, man, honestly, the younger me, you know, because we're kind of elder statesmen at this point. We got day jobs and shit, real life. So when the younger me was like striving for that notoriety and that recognition and really thirsty for it. Right. And, you know, when you really know the grind and what it really takes to get there, it kind of wears that polish out a little bit. And at this point, I just want to be known for songwriting, create, even if it's helping other artists, and kind of guiding them and showing them like things you should dodge, that you can avoid to get to where you want to get to in terms of songwriting, creating music, being in the studio. So that's something for me down the line that I would love to do if I could do this full time and like actually just hunker down and like, this is my life. This is what I do 24/7 is to sit here, songwrite, not just for myself, but for other artists, or if AQ has somebody that, hey, you know what, Words, I think you
Right,
can
you
actually
can help
help
him,
this
you know what
guy.
I'm
You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Maybe you could be in the studio and help
His words ain't good enough.
polish.
Words,
Oh, no, not even that, but, maybe he might need a little,
Yeah.
alley-oop or something, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So to me, that's kind of how I see myself down the line. And, again, anything else, any accolades from here on out is a plus. I think we come from a very underrepresented section of hip hop, and it would be dope for us to, it would be dope for us to actually represent that. And I think this music speaks for it. And I think years down the line, people will
Respect it.
Will respect it.
Gotta
Yeah.
put the respect on
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? That's what's up, man. And you mentioned right there, like telling people mistakes to avoid. That's what I want to get. That's what I want to hear from you before we end this conversation. Like your mistakes growing up or whatever. Like what game could you give to the people that's listening and want to be in your shoes? You know what I mean?
Man,
Or just on
I think something to avoid is lofty goals and setting yourself up for thinking you're gonna get there quick just because you're very good at this craft, whatever craft it is. It doesn't have to be songwriting or being a rapper or wherever the case may be. It's like it's a long grind, and you have to really invest in yourself before others invest in you. And it's a long road, and it's a winding road. And I think to avoid that, it first starts with your mindset. First starts with how you think and how you view and how you go about your goals and what you want to reach. So I think that's a big one. Mindset is a big one. I think for not just artists but for everyone. If there's a craft that you're trying to attack and you think, hey, I could do this for the rest of my life. I could do this 24/7, but there's still real life out there. There's still bills you got to pay. There's still a lot of things going. There's a lot of moving parts. So I think my mistake in the beginning is like, oh yeah, I'm all in. I'm putting all my eggs in this basket, and it's like, no, how about that? When that basket cracks all your eggs, what are you gonna do then?
Sheesh. Hey, yo. I like where this is going. You know what I'm saying? I'm a type of person. I'm still this quote that I literally just heard on the last podcast that I watched, right? It's like, I don't have no plan B. This is what I plan to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
Right.
dropped that quote. I got to shout him out. His name is Dion.
Yeah.
But like, yo, when I heard that, I was like, yo, I be thinking that way too. Like, fuck a plan B type thing.
Yeah.
But I like how you say, like, it's your mindset. It's your mindset. People ain't got the right mindset and they want to die for, full speed ahead without no like plan, without no like, and I agree to that. If you had the right mindset, you can go far with it.
And to piggyback off of that, I think also too, a lot of it is pride. I think sometimes, like, as an artist, you're ashamed to say you got a day job. Like, you want to portray this thing like you're doing this 24. Like, bro, we got jobs. We got things we got to do. You know what I'm saying? Would I want to do this 24? Of course. But realistically, like, you have to think, like, what if your plan A don't work out? You're gonna need that plan B.
No, as you said now, and kind of like just how you said right here. This is where I want to dive into kind of like what we do in our podcast as far as the financial side. Obviously you guys say you have day jobs, and then a lot of time and money, you know what I'm saying, has to go to other things. You know what I'm saying? And now some of the times you gotta kill majority of your time at your 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? So you can come to back to the crib, feed the family, do what he was saying, your weekend things, whatever. So it's hard because now you really can't do this shit 24/7 like you want to. With me and Ty kind of cracked, you know what I'm saying, is literally like, hey, we got to buy our time back if that's what we really want to do. You know what I'm saying? You want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be an artist, you want to be a videographer, you want to be something for yourself, not work for somebody. Realistically, you got to buy your time back. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we specialize, I tell artists, and I really preach this, especially on my Instagram, to artists and videographers. Because like how A-Quality set these labels, man, they be holding motherfuckers down, or holding music, holding money, this, that, and the third, la, 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 la. It's better to probably be independent. But it's like, okay, all these artists, you know, are striving for that check. Okay, what if we can get the check independently? You know what I'm saying? So, okay, if we could do that, if the worry is the capital, so you can do what you need to, we go get the capital as your own business, as your own, you know what I'm saying, entity, where these banks are literally going to give you 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 to you, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, now you have control. Now you can, oh, here's a little bit of, you know what I'm saying? This can pay the bills for the year, and now let's lock in. I got this much. I need this feature. I need this show. This is put away for this many videos. This is put away for this project. You know what I'm saying? You can really invest into yourself, where it's like, now this is a full-fledged, like, plan A. There's no plan B. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do. And now you're in control. You have capital. You're able to do a lot more things and take care of things as an artist or any type of entrepreneur, because the hardest thing to get is capital. You work in a 9 to 5. How long is it going to take you to get $100,000 sitting right here in front of you? A long fucking time. Even A-Quality, how many sessions would it take you to get just to have $100,000 just sitting right here?
Man, a whole lot of sessions.
You see what I'm saying? But it's like, what we got going on, and the structure we got going on, and how we crack, you know what I'm saying, the corporate America crack code, you can get $100,000 in 9 minutes. And we recorded it, we vlogged it. You see what I'm saying? Where now you can invest into yourself and not just your music. Oh, you want to get into real estate? There's a property over there worth $20,000. You got it. Here you go. Let's run it. You know what I'm saying? And oh, G Herbo want to feature for 15. Man, I got 10 cash. Come on. What you want to do? I'll give you 5 for the video. You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
Now you're really, boom. Now you're speeding up your process, because what it say, ASAP Rocky got on with 75 grand. Shit. We can go to Chase right now. Go get 75 grand and
Exactly.
what we need to do. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think all artists and entrepreneurs and videographers or anybody that's in the entertainment industry, don't get so settled and don't get so tied up on someone picking you up or a label picking you up trying to give you the bag. Like, do something for yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's a bag out there already. Go get that one and make them come at you. And it's like, oh, a label come, shit, what you gonna give me? I already got $500,000. I need more than what you got, because I got that already.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I can invest into myself already, what technically you're gonna fucking do. You know what I'm saying? Their money's gonna come from the bank just like your money's gonna come from the bank. Right. You know, so it's...
Yeah, I think it goes back to mindset, right? It's like if the artist has that mindset, he's gonna be able to reap the benefits of all those opportunities,
Facts.
right? But I think that's the advantage of having these types of podcasts, these types of conversations. When I was coming up, there wasn't anything like this. Now you could, throw a rock and hit somebody who has a podcast talking about something, right? So financial literacy wasn't something that was very prevalent when I was coming up. So, taking advantages of these tools, I think it depends on the mindset of the artist, right? Because if they're thinking like, hey, I'd rather just get an expensive loan from a label and let them do all the work. I don't have to worry about video shoots, photo shoots.
Right, and then 9 to 10 they're blowing the bag. They're not doing nothing when they're drinking and smoking. And
then they never come out. They drop maybe one single, one dope song, and then they disappear from the face of the earth.
Exactly.
Like, again, it goes back to mindset and taking advantage of these tools around you and these conversations. That's gonna get you to the next
100%.
level.
Once I realized, my mentor, he was like, yo, all you need is like a 750 credit score. You can go to the bank and get your first $25,000, right? And this is back when it was just like $25,000, you know what I mean? And then I just went down the rabbit hole. So the idea that I've been telling people now is like personal loans are extremely underrated and underutilized, right? Because just by having all the right data points to be in the 700 club, we like to be the 800 club over here, but
800,
but
800.
Right.
just by leveraging your credit score, which is just data that reflects your payment history that proves you can
Are
be
good with
trusted,
money.
right?
That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like you can get a quick $45,000,
Like that.
right? low key, kind of like he kind of started with him like that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like we leverage. You know, you get a hard inquiry, boom, little 40 piece, boom, in your hand, money in your hand. Damn. Right?
How fast was that?
Bro, so I just imagine working.
Like, charge me for
My shit shot.
Hold on. Lock the door.
Your credit shot?
Yeah.
Oh, see, we get you together.
We can get you all the way together.
shit.
Because imagine, like, look, bro, if my credit was shot, because I look like all he had to tell me, 750 equals 25K. That means I'm spending everything. I'll spend 24,000 on, you know what I'm saying? Like just fixing my credit. All my spare dollars is going towards my credit because it's just gonna open up the floodgates, right? It's literally the only thing. Well, I don't want to say the only thing, but it's just like the idea you got to trade your time for money. The way to disconnect that, leverage that credit report, right? Leverage that credit report, and it's like, all right, cool. Like now you got 40,000. And liquid capital. We don't want people to get into personal credit card debt, right? Because that's where people make the most mistakes, right? They just swipe, don't really feel it like that, right? But you got like a personal loan that gives you an ability to do that 90-day sprint. If you have a goal, right? If you got a goal in life, like what could you accomplish in 90 days with 100% concentration, right? No distractions. Your bills are not even a distraction type thing because you got a little 40K. You got 3 months of living expenses, maybe 4 to 6, but you have that. That's why people save up sometimes, right? 90 days undistracted, you should be able to make some sort of traction. Maybe just enough traction to avoid the job forever for real, right? But all right, cool. Like you whether use the personal loan to like do your 90-day sprint, and then you really, really focus on your business, making sure it's registered correctly, making sure you got enough business bank accounts, you start your business banking relationships, because you can go to 5 banks and get 25,000 each.
Imagine that,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Now this on a business side, it's not even reported to your personal.
Like this shit. This is what's so crazy about this. This is why it's like, man, this should be utilized by artists and entrepreneurs. It has to be because. You have a social security, it's 9 digits. You go get a business, EIN, 9 digits. Okay, you can go apply for a credit card using your 9 digits. Or you could apply for a credit card using a different 9 digits, where it literally separated from you, where it doesn't show up on your personal credit, you know what I'm saying? So if you got 100,000 and you're using it, your credit score, it's not on your personal credit. But if you had a $100,000 credit card on your personal credit and you use it all, your credit's you know what I'm saying? It's gonna fucking plummet. But if it's not on there because it's not attached to you because it's attached to a different entity that what we see on one of the last podcasts, you're cloning yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. So you're telling me that I can clone myself. Just all I gotta do is make sure my personal credit stays clean forever. Like me and him, you know what I'm saying? We love the 800. I can't go under 800. I can't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I got the 800 and I will stay forever 800. I make sure that. But now everything I do with my business, all they do is give me an inquiry. They just check. Is he good with money? Oh shit, 800. Okay, cool. Yeah, give him that. Oh shit. So I go to one bank and go do that with my business. All they gonna do is look and make sure I'm good with money and my business is you know, got some age. It got everything, all the data points together. Oh, like I said, 25. Now I go to the next one. Go to the next cross street. Hey, I want to bank with y'all. I need credit. Look at my credit. 800. Oh, here's 50. That's 75, and that's 2 different banks, and you ready to go, and you still have multiple other banks you can still go to. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
Can you imagine, bro?
Did you have to work a year and get taxes taken out? You have to pay before you get paid. You didn't have to do that. You got that money right there, and now you can. Because as a business, you're a business. As an artist, you deem as the CEO, you deem what's necessary for your business. So if you got to go to the gas station, you got to get gas to get around. That's business. You can't go to the studio butt ass naked. Quality's not going to let you in, so you got to get clothes.
Tax write-off.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. Everything is necessary to the business. So now I don't swipe no personal nothing. Everything's under the business. Everything. I keep my personal clean. So I'm never in debt. I always stay on point. And God forbid, knock on wood, one of my businesses fall. It's literally limited liability company for a reason. It's a company for a reason. It's detached from you for a reason. Go ahead, take the company. I'll go get another one. $150 and go do it all over again. Because why? My credit never got fucked. I still got an 800 credit score. So imagine having 8 businesses, LLC. And
It's
then,
like planting a seed.
Oh my God.
Now there's 8 of y'all to go get money.
literally, EINs. All you need is those 9 numbers. You got 8 of those 9 numbers. There's no way in fuck you can't go get $100,000 for each one of them. That's now, if you go get $100,000 for 8 businesses, that's what? $800,000. What the fuck could you do? We throwing Drake. How much Drake want? Half, $1 million. Here's half. Back end coming when we sell out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have means now. You know what I'm saying? That's how this kind of came together. That's how a lot of the stuff where I was down to my last as a videographer, and then I found this, and I was like, oh shit, wait, I don't have to.
You had to change
Beg, you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta go in the hood and shoot videos like this anymore for a few dollars. I can just go to the bank in 9 minutes and get $100,000 and then well, okay, I got 100. What do I do now? I'm not out here fucking it off. I'm not buying a Lambo. You know, we buy cars, we buy assets to make us money. You know, I'm investing into some properties and different things, but I'm doing things to make me money. So every time I look, when I'm home with my son, my phone hits. Oh shit, I got paid today. And I'm chilling with my son.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? We got to leverage. It's a leverage. It's a tool. Money's a tool. Currency.
Boom.
Let that shit ride. It's not supposed to sit. There's money. Money's a facade. It's fake, bro. This shit is for everybody. If they print 1.8 billion a day, why can't we have 1 million?
Exactly.
Oh, but they'll give us 1 million. We just got to have, what, 800 credit score? Because
Man, if I knew this back in the day, I would have got so much studio time. Because I was trying to figure out the studio. It was just expensive, you know? I'd have bought my own equipment and try to record. Oh, man. And then, like, imagine trying to get your music video shot. We want to go to the best people in the city.
you know,
But,
and
man, a lot of people, what do you guys think about the artists that they just do all of this content just to share it with their Facebook friends and family, but they're not putting $0 behind actually promoting it and making sure it gets seen by thousands of people? What is your opinion on that?
Again, it goes back to mindset and how hard are you willing to get to where you want to get to, right? What your vision is, right? If you're comfortable just sharing it with your homies and
think
with
it's
your
gonna
friends
go.
and family, if you're comfortable with that, cool. You know, I'm not gonna diminish your effort because of it, but if your goal is to, like, I want to get max exposure, then you have to do your due diligence, use the tools around you. There's YouTube, there's Google, there's so many things you can use, ad tools. You know, now, you know, Facebook and Meta throws it in your face.
Exactly.
Like if you even put your Instagram account as artists, they're already throwing stuff at you. Like, hey,
right,
you
like
might
this
wanna
is
boost
gonna
this
exactly
post.
benefit. This is
You
benefit.
want to boost this post real quick?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
we were just talking about it, like, you know, like you can't expect, you can't record music and put it out and expect it to land on people's, you know, on people's lap. You know, like you have to, you know, put money into, you know, promoting it and, you know, pushing it out there. You know, as far as like doing ads and, you know.
No, fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
you know what I mean? All
Fuck
that.
yeah. There's so much shit, like you just said, with AI integrated now. There's no excuse to do it. Like, there's no
Yeah,
excuse.
it's just to me, it baffles me that, you know, artists don't do that more frequently. I mean, you know, if you're independent, if you're just doing it on your own, you have nobody really backing you. Even with a small amount of change, you can do some damage.
Bro, $5. Instagram and Facebook will tell you, like, hey, put $5, $1 a day, you'll reach at least 500 people.
Yeah.
Bro, 500 people, shit, if you sell a certain product or you're an artist, 500 people will come fuck with you. That's a lot. To me, if I get 500 people in this building, that's a lot of fucking people. It's because it's not millions, it's because it's not billions, don't mean it's nothing. Shit, let me get 10 new listeners this month because of this $5. And now they playing my shit all the time. Now they always subscribe to my shit. They probably will make that back in their little streams because they're always, oh, you're my favorite artist now. I fuck with you. I'm downloading all your shit. I'm coming to your shows. You know?
Yeah.
Just lock in
Y'all
10
do
every
live
time.
shows too?
Yeah, we do live shows. We don't do them as frequently as we used to back in the day, but we do live shows. We try to get in where we can fit in, you know. But we also have lives and things going on, so we want to make sure that if we do live shows, it's worth our time as well, you know, putting our effort, because it's rehearsing, it's taking time out of our days to
Make sure
Rehearse, make sure the chemistry is good.
the show mix is good and where it needs to be.
Yeah,
and
all that
the whole
stuff.
nine.
So it's a lot of effort. So events are far and few, but I want to believe once we drop this project, I think it'll put us in the forefront for that, and it'll open those doors a little bit more.
What do you imagine? All right, y'all drop the project. What do you imagine happening from that? Is like, because we asked you earlier, like, is y'all creating a label? Because y'all could do the whole independent thing, or you hoping like a major label picks y'all up?
Man, to be honest, I don't really care about that, you know? I just care about, like, creating good shit that it speaks for itself, you know what I mean? Like, when people hear it, you know, just getting more people to fuck with the shit, you know what I mean? Like, as far as labels, man, I've always talked to artists and I warn them, like, bro, like, once you sign them papers, your whole image is theirs. You know, any music that you dropped belongs to them. You know, like, for me, it's more of just, you know, getting more exposure and reaching new ears. And, you know, I feel like with a whole body of work that speaks for itself, like, I don't think, you know, like, you know, I feel like a lot of artists, like, are delusional, you know, like, you know,
For
like,
sure.
you know, some people think they're better than they really are, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and they'll drop something and expect it to, I'm going to get signed. This song's going to put me on.
I'm going to talk shit right now. Because
Break it down.
It's funny because, bro, I done shot, you know, you've been in the studio with a lot of artists. I done shot videos for a lot of artists.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, bro, this shit finna blow. We finna go. We finna that.
Mm-hmm.
Bro,
All the
it getting
time.
down to like my damn, one of my own cousins, he literally be like, bro, I'm the greatest rapper of all time. Yeah, the fuck, you know you're not. No, what? Bro, you are not even close, my boy. Stop saying that to people. Like, he'll literally introduce, like, man, my name, I'm the greatest rapper. What the fuck? No, this is, jeez, ease up. You know, it's a lot of these artists, they stuck too up their ass about where they really are and this and that. And it's like, bro, if you just literally going on YouTube and just press a record, going to the studio, getting high, drinking lean with your guys, recording, it's a hobby. You fun. You having fun. If you blow up, that's the fucking grace of God of TikTok or whoever fuck blew you the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? But real artistry, how y'all coming, you know what I'm saying, putting into the project, making sure I want the sounds here. I need this type of whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's real artistry. Those are real artists. Those are artists that don't have their head stuck up their ass because they're real passionate about the music, the actual production, not just, I'm a fucking blow, bitch.
Yeah.
And also, it has to do a lot to piggyback off of that. I think the grind of getting there also shapes and molds that mentality, right? A lot of artists, that's what I'm saying, like, a lot of artists come into it thinking, hey, this is gonna take off, I'm the best. Can't nobody top me when I come in the booth, dog.
Right.
You know, and it's like, dog, chill out. Like, you got a long way to go. Like, for me, it was a long journey. I didn't meet these guys like my first project out or my first freestyle out. Like, no, it took me sucking for a long time. Pause. Sucking for a long time. You know what I'm saying? For real though. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
building that craft,
battling dudes, doing competitions, local competitions.
Bro, you nice like that to battle for real?
Dude,
Hey, his name is Words, bro. Don't play with him. He got words,
Oh,
bro.
snap.
So
bro, that's the higher level. There's like, you can write
higher
stuff.
level,
It's like,
yeah.
bro, your intellect, you got, like.
But yeah, it is a different, it's a different, we come from that. Like, it's a different, I think, cloth when you really, like, do the battling thing.
Yeah.
Because it forces you to sharpen your blade in a different way.
Yeah.
Not just being in the studio songwriting. Like, I think if, you know, you take 30 minutes, an hour, anybody could write a dope 16, you know, if you really put your mind to it.
But if it's right there on the spot,
But it's
and it's,
right there on the spot, or you have a Rolodex full of writtens, and then you got this guy in front of you that's like spitting in your face and like ready to take your head off. And like, fuck, what do I say to this guy? You know, it's like, what, you know, that's a different caliber.
bro, that
So
should be crazy.
Yeah. So I think it's the grind that really molds that mentality. Like, I think you got to be really self-aware. And, you know, to be real, like, I think when it comes to labels, I don't think labels are looking for our demographic. You know, they're looking for younger dudes, hipper dudes, you know, dudes that are, you know, just like they could put a battery behind their back and they take off. I think for us, I don't mean to keep talking for both of us, but we're like purists. in a way. You know what I'm saying? We're purist in the sense of the art form.
Exactly.
And I think that's what differentiates our music is like we actually love it, whether it hits a major label or all that stuff. That's not even in our mind frame right now.
You just really trying to produce this good music, get your shit out there, and it's like, man, that's what you love, it's your passion about. Now I got a question because like I know you was talking about the battle stuff and y'all and it came from that. What is your preparation battling to preparation coming on? Like I got to do this project, I'm gonna do a song. Like, is it like a different type of mindset you go into when you know what I'm saying, when you battle and like, man, if this dude come at me, I got this Rolodex of stuff in my head, but I also got to make up some shit. You know what I'm saying? But even though when you get in the booth, sometimes you want to freestyle, got to make up some shit, whatever. I kind of want to talk about the process of going into a battle and kind of making sure you're prepared for a battle and then prepared for a studio session or a project.
Two very different, great question, different mindsets. Like I think with battling, you have to really have not just like, you got to have a chip on your shoulder, man. Like so to give you an example, I did this event called Team Backpack in New York. It was this big event. They had like Sci-Hi the Prince, Cassidy, Twista was there doing freestyles. They were all murdering, just like, oh my God. And it was a 3-day event. They did auditions first, and then the top 12 are gonna go head to head to get to the top 3. Yeah. So I ended up doing the audition. It was like a group of like 6 of us, I think, or like 4 or 6 of us. We all spit a 16 to a beat. Mind you, the beats, they didn't tell you which one they were gonna play at the event. They just handed you a bunch of beats, and they're like, hey, if you have something to this, whatever. Right. You know, you're on your own. So it's not until you're on stage in front of 600 people in a warehouse in Flatbush.
Right. On some 8 Mile.
You know, on some, like you're there and they're like, oh, they're playing the beat I actually liked out of the whole pack. Right. So I got lucky, I got blessed. I was able to rip it, and then they called top 12. I ended up top 12, and then I'm backstage, and they're like, yeah, okay, so you guys didn't know, but you guys are gonna battle now. So you're gonna battle for the top 3 position. I'm backstage, Joel Ortiz is walking around, you see Sci-Hi, you see all these locksmiths, you see all these spitters just walk, and I'm like, I gotta focus. And I got this guy, his name was Ren Thomas, in front of me, big burly white dude with like ginger red beard and shit, and just in the corner, just getting in the zone, and I'm just sitting there like, God damn, I'm about to get destroyed right now in front of, you know, because I had stuff prepared, but you know, the whole
atmosphere,
experience of it all, like it just, I didn't even think I was gonna place top 12, you know. So, long story short, I get up on stage, first round, he's going in, he's destroying it. Oh, yo, just big, loud, and I'm just sitting there taking it, and then they play the same beat. I was very unenthused. I was just like, I ain't really got nothing for this, but I freestyled, you know. I'm just like freestyling, trying to say something about how he's dressed, whatever. First round, in the books, he took it, right? You gotta take it like a man. I took it like a man. Second round, I was like, I'm not gonna let that shit happen twice. So second round goes, they put a better beat on, he's going in or whatever. I go in, I match the energy. Then the crowd was like, ooh, okay. You know, words got a little, you know.
Got a little spicy
But
now.
they only did 2 rounds. So they judged it based off 2 rounds. Since he had 2 solid rounds, he ended up advancing. I ended up, you know, eating crap. So I say all of that to say the mentality when it comes to battling is so different. It's very intense. It's very high-strung, high-stress situations.
I bet.
And you really got to put your all into what you either have prepared or your freestyle ability.
Right.
And that's something that we both can attest to. This is like you smoking with your homies, you're in the car, you're freestyling, and you always know the one dude that's like, hey, you really good at this shit. Like, you really off the top, you're nasty. So if you can capitalize on that, then the battling can become a little easier. Mm-hmm. When it comes to songwriting is a whole different ballgame because one, you have time, you sit there, you can actually sit with your thoughts. What does the beat make you feel? What experiences can you share that's going to complement whatever the production is? You might have other people influencing, like maybe you should say this like this, you know, and songwriting has a whole different energy because you have more time to like really structure sit in your thoughts. Battling is just it's quick. It's just a different beast. So, you know, I give credit to guys who do that like
Oh yeah, that shit is
consistently.
it's crazy.
ridiculous.
The shit I be hearing the metaphors and the things they come up with. I be like, oh my god, like you'll use anything. They'll go to fucking anime and use it with sports, and then I'd be like, how the fuck? You went from sports to talk to this nigga's about this nigga's mom, and it's like, whoa, like that made sense. Like how the fuck, like,
Right.
bro, that shit is insane. It is
Insane.
insane.
They go hand in hand too. Usually a good nowadays battle rapper.
Yeah.
Because nowadays it's completely different from where
Back-
we were
you know what I'm
doing it.
saying?
You know, like back then you didn't know who you were battling. Nowadays you kind of got a heads up of who you were
Right.
battling before, right? So to his Rolodex analogy, if your pen's good, you got that Rolodex,
Yeah.
right? And your memory's sharp. You're writing
you
that hard
should-
shit anyway. You should be able to
just
stand
smack
up when
that.
it comes time to do it, right? But nowadays, I personally just don't fuck with it no more. I can't have somebody just spit in my face and
like,
shit with no beat and
I'm gonna
shit.
cut your throat.
Yeah.
Just-
I love
like-
watching it,
Yeah, I
participating.
can watch
Yeah, the
it from
watch shit is
far, but
crazy.
watching
They-
it done, like,
They be saying some
Doing
shit
it
like.
is a whole different
I'll
beast.
fuck around and take offense.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I see the brother like, bro, I'm gonna fuck your mama and your baby mama. I was
Yeah,
like,
dude.
damn, like what the.
They-
And I'm
they-
gonna be your stepdad. I was like, Jesus
And because
Christ,
they know
fuck,
that
bro.
they know that you're battling them prior,
You're-
they
like-
get to do homework. You could
Exactly.
have fucking
They gonna know your
relative.
mama's name. Everything's just
Oh, let
done.
somebody drop a
Your
name.
mom just
I'm
got
okay.
cancer. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
like
smacking
some
them.
shit
It's
like
over
that.
with. It's
Yeah,
the,
dude.
throw me out. Fuck that guy. Oh shit, but
It's tough. You gotta have a hard shell for
Yeah,
that.
dude.
100%.
man, motherfuckers get shot around that shit. You said, what about my who? What? Pow pow.
And take pride. Chicago, low key, when that battle shit was with Beats, we take pride. We had somebody named Juice, not Juice World, but
Okay,
J.U.
yeah.
Ice.
Yeah.
That guy was a king of freestyle. Even right now, Guinness World Record type shit. Like that guy's off
Prime.
the top.
Prime was
Prime,
dope.
dude. We worked with, who now is an Alder person.
Yeah.
Older? Oh
An
shit.
Alder person. Yeah, for I think what the
34th Ward.
34th Ward,
Oh,
Avondale or
shit.
something.
Tell him to spit that shit or whatever.
He's cool as hell, man. But that battle shit's still in him. In fact, when he was running for it, I don't mean to tell your story, P, but when he was running for it, they tried to throw his youth in the public's eye because he was battling bitches on HBO and shit.
Oh, wow.
And calling them
called
bitches.
Blaze
So they tried using that footage of him
Against
at like
them type
19,
shit.
20 years old. As a man now, they were trying to hold that against him, man. But
That's corny, bro.
It's super corny, dude.
Yeah,
like,
you know what?
They'll do
Honestly,
anything like that.
honestly, my opinion on artists, I feel like I want y'all take on this. I feel like we should be able to separate the artist from the person. You know what I mean? He has a different career now. Like you can name anybody, whether it's Chris Brown, R. Kelly, or Tory Lanez. Like it's like they're a Dirk, not a little Dirk now. Like, bro, let the music be the music. Like enjoy the music. All right, and then their personal issues that they whatever they got going on in real life. Like
Bro.
I want all y'all opinion on this. My personal opinion, we should be able to judge them separately, because we don't judge Jason Statham for murdering people. Like
on
Brad
TV,
Pitt for
right?
murdering
Like,
people.
what
Like,
the-
come on, it's the art form. It's music. So what
Literally.
do y'all think about that?
My quick one is that this is really quick. One, it's the fucking amendment. It's freedom of speech. We say whatever the fuck we want. You know what I'm saying? Like, an artist should be able to speak freely. You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't have to say something like, this is props or this, don't believe everything I'm going to say, even if it's fabricated or not. You know what I'm saying? We have a right to speak. So it's like, you're trying to hold that, but how you said, kind of what I'm saying with the movies, that's a form of speech. It's a form of something. It's telling a story. It's talking to you for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got movies of, killing white people and hanging black people and this and that, but we got rappers talking about fuck the ops, and it's like, you gotta go to jail, that person died, and you said he was your op in this song, and you gotta go. What the fuck?
Well, it's all
Like, that-
controlled, man. I feel like, like even if you try to separate it, the media's not gonna let you because it's just this cancel shit. Like I feel like, if you're making money off of your music, and you're a big artist,
Right.
they're gonna
opportunity.
let's cut that. You know what I mean? Like,
But it's crazy because you have like, right now, you have two, how you said, Dirk, different form of artist, and then you work with Jelly Roll, different form of artist. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know Jelly Roll's full situation, but I know he did some thing, you know what I'm saying, whatever.
Yeah.
But his music is not like that now, and he's being praised, this and that, but he's talking about real pain, real situation. Dirk doing the same thing in a different form, just of the Chicago style, you know, and he's getting bashed, he's getting it, and they're slapping the hammer down. But what about even the country rappers? You know what I'm saying? This, that, or the country, you know, pop artists that be making them crazy songs. Like,
They don't understand it, man. I feel like they don't understand it. You know, I feel like, you know, the people that do judge that shit don't understand it because they're not from that. You know what I mean? So whatever they hear, you know what I mean, is, oh my God, he's talking about shooting people and this and that. Like, they, you know, they don't understand it.
but the country song you listen to yesterday, it's the same
exactly.
shit, just different form.
Exactly.
You know, like, what?
Yeah. So it's kind of a double-edged sword.
It's crazy, and it's kind of, and on that, it's like a little off topic, like just the lyrics being crazy. I don't speak Spanish. I look Hispanic as fuck. I'm sorry, but I don't speak Spanish. And bro, you be hearing them songs that be up, and it be, I be thinking that shit just hyping lovely, and they talking about I done killed that dude and put his head in the fucking basket and robbed his mom, and I was like, they don't fucking sound what? Like, bro, lyrics is crazy, and them Spanish songs be fucking insane. They be when I get it interpreted to me, I be like, what the fuck he say? Who? He did what? Yeah. That's worse than what Dirk talking about. Wow. Like, bro, they be crazy.
It's the power of having the ability to cancel somebody, bro.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
to
what
his
it is.
point, they don't like to see most people that are doing, whether it's R&B or rap, and you know, is brown, black. You know, they don't want to see us win. I think that's the whole picture of it, man.
Right.
And then it doesn't help when they have videos with the people they're molesting and shit.
Oh.
And then now later on, no wonder why they canceled that song. There's the fucking picture of the girl in the video that he was molesting during that time.
My thing was, I can't defend his actions in real life, and then they want to link it to the music. Like, because I feel like linking it to the music comes in hindsight, but it's like, nah, like, I heard a song and I judged the song for the song and whatever mood it got me in when I listened to it. Right. You know what I mean?
I think you have a responsibility to. I think that's the main thing. As a writer, there's so many times where I have to kind of like get the okay because my inner monologue doesn't allow me to say, hey, it's okay, just rap that shit. Kenny will tell me, bro, you're overthinking. Yeah. Just spit that shit. Like, and there's a responsibility. Relax. Like you know what it's your situation too. You know your responsibility in your direct community. Not everybody cares about their community.
Well, it's crazy how you say that. It's because what's this rapper, the white rapper, Rug Rap 1900 or something like that?
Yeah.
Bro, he literally has a song. It's a remix from an old beat, but said, "My family line shoot up your school," and they're like praising him. There, you know what I'm saying? They that's a bar. Like some people, I seen the little memes. Are like, bro, he says some crazy shit, but they out there, they at the concert singing that shit to the screen. Yeah, school shooter. I'm like, what the fuck?
Look at how third world countries praise our drill and trap music. It's powerful, and we're probably gonna get in another lane here. But drill and trap, right? It's great music, great to hear too, right? But what happens when you play that to youth in a third world country that don't have that lifestyle in their country?
It's pure entertainment.
It's pure entertainment to us, but to them,
oh no, that's life. No, it's just real life to them. That's bro.
That's why it goes to the responsibility piece.
I'm gonna tell you,
like it's real life to them.
When I went to Germany, I went out to Germany. This is when we was out there with Jacquees. Bro.
Jacquees?
Yeah.
Female rapper?
No. Jacquees. The
R&B singer. There's a Jacquees from here too.
Oh,
she's
shit.
dope. Yeah.
Oh shit. We're gonna see that. But the Jacquees, the R&B artist, we were in Germany, and then people are coming up, you know what I'm saying? You know, we deep, especially with the group we with. So, you know, we VIP, this and that. So people coming up to, oh, we are from this and that, we Americans. Oh, I'm from Chicago. Oh my God, you been to home block? Bro, is that shit real? Like, bro, do they really be killing people? Like, it's nothing. Like, 'cause the songs is crazy. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, some of that shit is for real. Like, it's crazy. That picture that we paint from the Chicago music, because Chicago became that big of a mainstream, where literally that's all they think about. As soon as I said Chicago to a few people in Germany, and I went there twice, it's always the same. Like, bro, y'all are killers. Like, y'all are vile. I was like, damn. Like, what the shit?
And we carry like this certain like aura
You know what I'm saying? How we walk, you know
character
what I'm saying?
when we
We look,
go
right?
somewhere.
You know, we're like,
when we
damn.
talk to people, it's like always watching.
Hey, they think we finna kill them. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, I gotta go,
They're
bro.
like, I've had
Protect
people,
my shit.
You
I've
got
had
people in the
foreigners tell me,
suburbs,
loosen up, bro.
you know,
Like,
Yeah.
chill, dude. I'm like,
thinking
it's
the
like,
same way.
Oh yeah, people in the suburbs if they're not
Right,
really-
you
You're in
kinda
Germany. Imagine the suburbs. You got people from the suburbs trying to go visit to see. Like, come on, man. People that actually live there. You know what I mean?
Yo, they did turn O Block into a tourist attraction.
Bro, it's a global phenomenon. Is what it is. It's like everybody knows what the hell O Block is, bro. Just the other day, this dude from I think Ghana or Africa or something like that. He literally is like a OTF, or like affiliate over there. Like literally, I think they got a picture with him. He like blew up for representing OTF and having all the kid with the OTF shirts where GLD, they literally was like, man, I'm finna send you OTF chains over there to Ghana or whatever. And so he literally is on that shit, and I seen it because of all the Free Dirk stuff. I liked it. He instantly followed me. He went on my page. He's like, oh my God, you got plaques with Dirk? Bro, Free Dirk. If you ever come over here, I got you. We give you whatever you need. I was like, damn, like this shit crazy. Like, with a global icon. You got people out there in Ghana or Africa literally saying, bro, hey, when you come over here, since you did work with bro, whatever you need, I got you. What the fuck? That's the what's it called? The reach, the fucking
That's how
the
powerful
cult,
words
you know what I'm saying? The cult following, like it is crazy. Off of killing motherfuckers. Not crazy.
So it's a double-edged sword, man. I mean, nowadays it's different than back in the day. Back in the day, you could say so much shit, right? Because nobody was really focused on that shit, you know? But now that they have the power to spread this info like fire, and people just are susceptible to it, they get to do that, you know? Back in the day, it was what? The hip-hop police? Remember that? They were in everybody's mix.
And I feel like that's something new, too, that just started happening, where, like, people just start listening to so much music because of what they done or they did, you know what I mean? I feel like that's fresh, it's new.
I'm not for people, like, the judicial system using lyrics as evidence in the court of law to throw the book at somebody. That I don't co-sign. You know, but I think a lot of artists nowadays have blurred those lines so much.
Right? They're like, they didn't even like, I killed that man on the block on the 5 o'clock
it's like,
with
well,
the Glock.
We
Like,
did find a
damn.
frozen body in the, in the
You know what I'm
freezer.
saying?
You know what I'm saying?
And
So
you
like,
talked about it exactly how it was. I cut off his toe. The toe was cut. Like,
so
you
so
told on yourself.
The lines get blurry, and that's why I don't fault, that from happening, but also I don't think that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I think you should
pick them words.
Actual evidence. If you're gonna build a case against somebody,
right?
For
If
whatever they're saying,
no
or
face, no
whatever they're
case.
doing,
You know what I'm saying? Fuck my words. No face, no case.
So-
If you didn't see me do it, it got me there.
There was a case in Puerto Rico, to piggyback off that, in Puerto Rico, there was this artist by the name of Tempo. And
I
back in
remember
the day, they used to do, they had this kind of like this, campaign, Free Tempo. They even did a whole compilation album with a bunch of Spanish artists. It's a Free Tempo. Why? Because when he went to court, when the feds got him, they used all of his shit in his album to
As
throw
against
the,
him.
they gave him,
Jesus
like,
with no evidence.
It's
minimal
different over there,
evidence,
dude.
mostly shit he was saying in his album, okay?
Damn, that's
His words was the evidence. Is crazy.
And they threw the book at him, okay? They threw that book at him. Jay-Z had to sign a petition,
and all that stuff.
Eminem, I mean, you name down a bunch of artists went to go, like, visit, check out his case. I mean, it
Where's he
got
at
to the
today?
point where...
No, he died. He's dead, bro.
What?
No, is that
Tempo is alive. Now
Oh,
he's
he's
doing
alive?
drill and he's doing dope
yeah,
shit now.
So they freed him.
They freed him, but
Okay,
it
nah.
took all that energy to get
Because
him out
of-
of there, because at that time it was unheard of to take artist's lyrics and use it as evidence in court and throw the book at him. Like, it was unheard of. So they minimized
But I'm
the
sure he
sentence.
wasn't over here blurting out like, yeah, I put the toe in the drawer. And
No, he wasn't that specific. I mean, he was saying some
Shit,
wild
no,
stuff,
yeah.
but it wasn't anything that nobody else was, you know, anybody. Any
Nowadays
artist
are doing
you know,
it
now
now.
there's worse. Now
Bro,
there's super descriptive.
there's a
They're
Chicago artist.
describing
There's a
themselves.
Yeah,
Chicago
that's
artist
super
that literally in
descriptive.
his music video is talking about a body and showed a picture of the body and just like, yeah, bitch.
That's
Really?
that's crap.
Bro,
That's
yes,
crazy.
he's a Chicago drill artist right now. I ain't gonna say his name, you know, but literally, he would literally in his song, in the song, pointing at the dead body on his phone and filming it in the music video, and it's in the music video, right there, body just laying there.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, what the fuck,
Has a video out? Can you imagine? Can you imagine how far would you go back in the day? The old like,
bro?
all right, now I gotta.
I've already said, like, bro, bullets done passed me doing videos. That's why I stopped after one day. Like, literally, if I could scroll through my Instagrams, there's some people from the South Side that hit me. Right. After I had a real bad situation on the South Side, I would not shoot a video past 35th. If you were past the Sox Stadium, you were not getting a video from me. And I had so many people, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I was blowing up with the videos and everyone like wanted it. I had so many people come to the hundreds, come 90 foot, 60 some, come here, come there. You pass where? Nope. Find somebody else. I'm good.
You get desensitized to
I'm
it. There was one
good.
podcast, I don't know if it got public, but you said some bullets fly past your head. You witnessed somebody even.
Bro, a whole drive-by. Literally, like, I'm shooting a diss song, and the ops pulled up on the block that we were shooting at and just started laying shit out. I had to get up out of there. Like,
Yeah, rest in peace.
and then ask if I got footage of that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you got to be careful, man. One of my boys, rest in peace, he was a videographer, and I was talking to him the day before he had a shoot, and he was telling me he had a bad feeling, and I was like, man, bro, like, just reschedule the video, do it some other time. He said, I'm gonna do that, and then he hits me up later that day. He's like, man, I'm gonna do it. I need the bread. I was like, all right, man, you should just reschedule it. So he went and shot the video, and normally he'll hit me up like the day after, and I was like, what's up? What's going on? How'd the video go? Then he hit me up. His girl hit me up talking about there was a drive-by and he got hit in the head and he died instantly shooting a video. And I was like, dude, like, I was just talking to him. Like, that's crazy. And then he ended up, it was crazy that the people that he shot for ended up taking all his shit, like the camera gear, everything. It was crazy. So he passed away, on some stupid shit. And I told him, and even now, like, if I'm going to shoot a video, I do my background check. All right, let me see your page. Let's see what type of shit they be on. Like, nah, I'm straight, man. You gonna get a location? Because I'm not going to go just shoot a video.
In your block.
I'm not going to be safe.
Bro,
In memory of your boy, you care to say his name or you want to keep it private?
His name was Tone.
How can they check out his work? Is it public?
Yeah, he still got his Instagram.
So
J-Tone.
J-Tone?
Yeah, J-Tone, yeah.
R.I.P. to him.
Yeah,
Sheesh, because bro, I can't imagine.
Bro,
like,
this
And now they're doing shit
Game is
like
foul.
setting up videographers to
Bro,
take their shit.
the
Like,
little Zay Osama shit, and that's why I posted. That's why I preached
allegedly, just because.
No.
I don't know, bro. He posted on the ground like he Gucci, like he wouldn't risk his life. I don't know,
bro.
But I seen the headline though.
That man probably got content for days. Just someone running his social media post to make sure he look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people are locked up and still getting posted and shit. Fuck that. But even before the situation, because that little Zay already had a prior situation with stealing cameraman shit, and had an actual shootout situation with a Chicago cameraman, a known Chicago cameraman, that literally kind of fucked up the game a little bit, where it was to the point where it was crazy out here to shoot videos and if you want to pull up. Like,
So
when I pulled up,
the new headline, that's nothing new to
bro,
what you know.
This is a track record.
Oh,
You
snap.
feel me? And it's like, bro, when I shot with Lil Zay, someone was about to get killed that day when I was there, because someone else was shooting a video, and I pulled up. It was me and my artist and my little brother, because I was shooting Lil Zay and Nook. Bro, I'm gonna tell I don't give a fuck. Bro, Lil Zay gets up in there, and Nook is shooting a feature with somebody, and the cameraman that's there is teams with the cameraman that Lil Zay got into a shootout with, where at the situation, Lil Zay's best friend died with this, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of heat. So as soon as these guys get in there, and I'm setting up my gear on the table, they finishing up the scene, niggas peeping like, what the fuck? Bro, they got hot. Hey, give me your phone. Give me all that shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? He's like, bro, you said you took a picture of us. You saying, "Lo, what's up?" They're like, bro, we should kill you right now. We should kill you right now. Literally yelling at this cameraman because he's wearing the team of the videographer that they have beef with. I'm like, what the fuck? My little brother is one of my younger brothers with me, and then my artist is with me, Honcho. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, what the? We're sitting here like, nigga, we about to move the fuck out
Like
here
he's
before they
wearing
start.
some sort of clothing.
Yeah, like if we're wearing HQ gear, he's wearing,
whatever that.
you know what I'm saying, team gear.
was.
He's wearing team gear. And just because they saw the team, they said, delete everything, delete anything you got of me. And bro was just there to shoot Nook's feature. He got paid. Go ahead, take care
When
of
in
that.
doubt, rock a black shirt, keep it simple. Like, bro, I would shoot the ops back to back.
Oh, bro, you ever said that? Yeah.
Almost same day, yeah, that happened. But it's like I always thought of us like referees, like we neutral, bro. You gonna shoot your contacts. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do this, and like I just shot. Those two artists were super huge in Chicago, and they're both dead. Like, bro.
You see what I'm saying? It's like,
And I think, you know, full circle moment, like it goes back to what Clue was mentioning earlier. I think it's a responsibility for us as artists, like what type of energy we're putting out there, right? Like for me, for a long time, I was very self-conscious about like talking about guns and like shoot 'em up shit, you know, but even though my environment was full of it, and I was like, why am I hindering myself from speaking about these experiences, you know, when it's a part of my life?
Of course.
So I was like, how can I find a creative way of expressing these things in a way where it doesn't sound like I'm trying to shoot up shit?
Right, you're not
what
trying
I'm
to kill
saying? 'Cause that's
somebody.
everybody right now.
Shit, I've gotten death threats because of the people I record. So I'm like, come on, man.
right? Like, bro, what is that? Like,
we neutral.
We're look, not even that. We are as an engineer and as a videographer, as a photographer, or something that's catered to the artist. We're here to make y'all look good. We're here to make y'all better. Why the fuck are y'all trying to rob us? Why the fuck y'all trying to kill us? Because I had death threats when my channel got took it down. You know, I kind of understand that videos can take it down, money spent, this and that. I understand a little bit, but damn, I put the videos back up. Shit, it work's still there, but we are not here to get in y'all beefs. We're not here to pick sides. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a situation where a cameraman that shoots for the GDs could never shoot for the BDs because of who they shoot for. And it's like, oh, if I catch you over here, I'm gonna smoke your cameraman so you can't have fire videos. Like,
But low
what
key,
the fuck?
And then we know those cameramen that shoot for both sides.
Yes.
So I'm watching all those videos go viral, and I'm just like, cameramen are neutral, right? And then that one guy died. I think he was doing all the interviews. Like, yeah,
Zach TV?
bro.
That shit blew
when
me.
they got hit, I was
That
like,
shit
bro,
blew the fuck out of me.
wait. Well, I thought they was like out of, you know what I'm saying? I thought you can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's like to these individuals, the gang members, whatever they are, however they think, I'm sure it's like, hey, if you don't rock with our side, you can't rock with any other side.
Bro.
That's what it is. You know, and it sucks that they try to put that on us because, man, they be like, man, it's Chicago, get with it. Like, bitch, no.
Let's hurt the
This is
people that are
fuck,
making them
like,
look good.
No, too many motherfuckers.
Right?
I
Like,
mean, and
what?
that happens even on the artistry point where you like clicked up with these people, but you can't
Right,
do
now
a
you-
feature for this guy because this guy got an issue with
exactly.
the other guy.
So it's
and
like
now
you gotta
you're-
pick a side over here.
And it's like, well, I have nothing to
To
do
do
with
with any of that. I
whatever
just like
y'all
your music,
bickering about.
motherfucker. Like, what?
To me, I think that's corny as fuck. I mean, honestly, you know, and
Bruh.
I think you gotta, you know, in that space, you gotta speak up for yourself.
And it's done, but it's like, I ain't gonna lie though, I did fall victim to it because of certain things and certain people I've done work with. Like, I actually have worked with OTF. I you know what I'm saying, I have a little OTF ties. I actually have billboard plaques with Dirk and the OTF team, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, there was an opportunity that came to me to shoot the GD anthem. And I'm like, man, okay. I know this song's gonna blow. You know, they want you know what I'm saying, the whole team to do it. This is back when I had the other unit down the hall, and it was the team that we had there who actually shot it. And I was supposed to be a part of it, and I'm like, you know what? If I do this, I guarantee you it's gonna cut a lot more ties that I already just started building. I already started locking in. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay back. And obviously that shit went up. Obviously there's a lot of things going on, and obviously, you know, I just had to just distance a little bit because of, I wouldn't say the benefit of the side I guess choosing. It was just because like I was comfortable with the people I was working with, and me and motherfuckers were locked in, and it's like I wanted to respect that relationship because I was trying to build with this artist. So
There's
I'm not
nothing
gonna,
wrong with loyalty.
you know what I'm
Nothing
saying?
wrong
Like
with loyalty.
it's like that has nothing to do with me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But like
there's
out of
nothing
respect for
wrong with
my guy,
Yeah.
I don't need to involve myself with that because that's just gonna stir up things. You know what I'm saying? That don't need to be said. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stay in my neutral lane, and I'm just gonna continue what I'm doing. You know, but it's crazy where, like I said, An artist got to pick, a videographer got to pick, a fucking engineer got to pick.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
We shouldn't.
It shouldn't be like that. I think there's nothing wrong with loyalty until until the loyalty starts hindering other opportunities. For
Oh
yourself,
yeah, exactly.
right. That's where I have a problem with loyalty, because it's like if AQ wants to work with Joe Schmo down the block and I got an issue, why am I gonna
Right,
hinder
there's
my
paper.
guy?
Get your
He's
paper. What
bringing
the
paper. He's putting food on his kid's
Green is
plate.
for
you know
all
what I'm saying?
sides.
Like, why would I? Or if Clue got an opportunity, he say, "Hey, so and so wants me to feature it on the song." He doesn't want both of us. He just wants me. Hey, by all
crazy,
means, go
right?
crazy, bro. As a matter of fact, I encourage it because it's an ecosystem that we're building. I've never understood. I cannot relate to that mentality where it's like, no, you're mine and you're
Right?
mine.
Or
it's
why
like,
not me?
It's
or
weird.
I gotta
dude.
be on there too.
That's
like,
just weird, bro. Just it's an ecosystem. Everything feeds itself, right? So if they check out Clue, chances are they're gonna check out AQ. Chances are they're gonna find words and it so on and
it
so
can go
forth.
full circle moment. And when you put that type of energy in the world, you put that type of love into your people around you. Like that gives not only you good dopamine as a man, you know what I'm saying, as a man or as an individual, it gives the person that you're also supporting that dopamine or whatever they're looking for, and it makes them go harder. Like, man, like you just said, Drake could hit him up right now, and he heard y'all shit, but he's like, man, he had the killer verse. I want him on the song. Well, shit, this your man's. Y'all rocking together. Y'all like this, shit. Go ahead, do that feature. Let's benefit and go do it, and then go do another fucking song, and blow up the next day because I just did a song with Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like when you think of it like that, and you come full circle moment with your peers, and it's a respect, it's love, it's loyalty, and it's none of that animosity or that bullshit. Bro, everyone's gonna eat. Everyone's gonna win. There's enough money out here to do it anyway. All that hating shit is for the birds.
It's weird, man. We talk about it a lot. I mean, me and Q were talking about it earlier. It's just like there's a very big mentality in Chicago, and not just like with gang activity, right? But
just in general.
even with like hip hop cliques and groups and
Alternatives,
people, all the people, like they're very clicked up, and I feel like that needs to, for us to be back on the map, I mean, musically. In any genre, I think those barriers need to break down a little bit, and everybody should, cross-pollinate.
What's crazy, I love that, but I truly don't see that happening anytime
Yeah,
soon.
no, I agree. This is me.
Like, you know how, like,
wishful thinking.
wishful for sure. Because I like, Atlanta, they were known for, everybody in like their wards, the 4th, what do you saying? They all love each other and they all get in things. Obviously everywhere has their sides, but it's a lot more support. It's a lot more support in the music, like even in Cali. When it's a lot more support
Remember
when it's
No
here.
Fly Detroit?
Oh yeah,
Wasn't
bro.
nobody able to perform there
Like,
if they didn't get the green light.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like it's also like your environment, the city that your picture, the picture that your city paints. You know what I'm saying? Like Chicago, that's what we painted. We painted like, hey, we are a hard ass fucking city. We were one of the deadliest cities, multiple times. So it's like, hey, it's grimy in front of mud here. And the only way you could blow out is if you're killing somebody and rapping about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else blew? You know what I'm saying? You got, Scrooly G, drill rapper. You got T-Ski, drill rapper. You got Vaughn, drill rapper.
I don't know where Chance went.
But like, that was acid music, and it was like the 2016 era time. But like, that was artistry, and you know what I'm saying?
Chance,
Yeah,
gosh,
like those were like artistry, and they took off and they got in a lane where it was like it wasn't to the hood motherfuckers. It was actually to the white people, the drug addicts, the hippies. They actually expanded their horizons. And then another person I like to
Honorable
exemplize, is like Polo G. Polo G obviously is a drill rapper, but then he boom, and now he's doing different songs. He's actually an artist. He's a lyricist. He's making these little hits, this, that, and the third. Where it's like, that's the last artist I really see blow up and go global out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Because before him, it was Juice WRLD that did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, they cracked the code. Yeah, they came from the hood. They did the hood shit, but then they understood like, hey, there's more to this music. My reach is greater.
It's the
You
mentality.
know what I'm saying?
Like,
going back.
that's why I be like, man, ain't that the whole point? To make it and fuck all this bullshit that you were going through. Like, that's the whole point of it. I feel like a lot of artists can't break out of that. You know what I mean? They can't let go of the streets. You know what I mean? They got to keep going back. Like, that's the whole point. You working hard. You rapping about making it and going somewhere. And once you get that opportunity, that's your chance. Take it. Go, man.
Just like Lil Zay Osama, he supposedly big, got all this stuff, and then headline, robbing rappers, but you're a millionaire, you're an artist, you got plaques, you got this, you got chains, this and that, but you're robbing some people for the camera that you can fucking buy. What the fuck? Like, cause he love the streets, obviously. You know, he love to keep with that pole on him and riding around.
Yeah, that's odd. You know what's so funny? I seen this. It was like a reaction to this thing. It said Jadakiss, 30 years strong, never had a bad verse. But I didn't really watch it. I kind of scrolled past it. But it was like the first bar was like, still moving that water, something. It was just like still. I'm like, and I'm still like, I'm thinking like, because you think, all right, Jay-Z sort of curved his, vocabulary, what he talk about now. Like, who else? Like, you know what I mean? Over time, you sort of just change as a person and stuff stops being believable. You know what I mean? Like, people be clowning Pusha T for like, oh yeah, you still moving white packs away. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like should an artist just mature with their bars and just, I don't know, talk about being a dad or something? I don't know, bro. Like, what do you guys think? Or stick to the character, stick to the script.
Right, stick to what's working or something.
That goes to show you if you're about money and that's all you're doing it for, you're gonna stick to that bag.
Stick to the script. Hey, but
I just need the way. And that's not bad, right?
Right, as long as the quality.
Because like you said, how you said, you got people like what you say, little Jeezy or you know what I'm saying, Pusha T still pushing that white, and then you got Kanye over here talking crazy shit and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Don't give no fuck. He gonna let it speak out, and it's not about still pushing whatever. He taking his actual freedom of speech and taking it to fucking, I don't know where that fuck is.
I feel like it's maturity, man. Like, some people mature.
Right, and then some people are like, man, I'm just do what I know best. I'm dope man all my life. I'm a dope man.
Yeah.
I personally, I like an artist who's versatile and can give me a mixed bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, it give me a little bit of, because if I'm a fan of your art, I'm still looking forward to hearing that.
Yeah.
But of course,
mix it up.
If you're already, you got a family, your life is different, then share some of that in there, but find creative ways of telling me those stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of times, artists kind of like lose what got them to the dance, and you don't ever want to lose that essence. I'm not saying bar for bar, you got to tell me you're selling
right, the same, you're right.
But the way you spit it back then, I like that cadence now. Give it to me now, but just with a new flavor or whatever new experiences you're going through. I think I feel like that's a good formula. When artists can do that, I feel like they tap into something that's not, different.
Yeah, especially because you become versatile. You're able to, like, I tell artists all the time, even as a videographer, people want to lock into me. I have people like, man, manage me, this and that. Like, I'm thinking to my head, like, bro, all these people want to blow in their city. And just for Chicago, an example, a lot of people want to blow in Chicago, and then you're this type of artist or that type of artist. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to happen if you're not rapping about killing somebody and killing the ops and the most famous gangs in here. So it's like, we need to focus on blowing outside of your city. What if you had 1 million fucking followers in goddamn Wisconsin? You know what I'm saying? In fucking Oklahoma. Bro, man, that's a bag. I'm flying over there doing shows, selling out. Fuck my city.
I can show you my Spotify right now. My #1 city is Sao Paulo, Brazil. I've never been to Brazil.
You know what I'm saying? But
I think Chicago's like 5th on the list of people in my analytics. And that goes to show, like, sometimes you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Exactly. Someone's going to like your shit. Someone's going to like your music. There's 7 billion ears out here. Because the 1 million that are in this crazy ass city not fucking with it, don't mean that you suck. Don't mean that you're not gonna blow. No, how about you take that what we talked about before, put a little money, that little $5, put it in Cali, put it in New York, put it in Tennessee, put it in fucking Alaska. They don't get, you know what I'm saying? Like,
they don't get a lot of
bro, give me, hey, let India, like, let them fuck with you, and then next thing you know, cause that literally could lead, cause I know someone that had a big ass. Her name's Lady XO. She dope as hell. We did a roadcaster died, so hopefully this audio is clean. If not, we got a lot of audio to fix up. But welcome back. Apologies. As far as an artist, I would take any day getting booked out of my city, getting famous out of my city, doing millions away from my city, any day of the week, instead of trying so fucking hard to impress a city where your genre or what's going on is not on point. You know what I'm saying? Like you're an R&B artist and you're in a drill city. It's, how about we push that shit somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's definitely room for everywhere. There's too many people out here.
And so many people outside of the city value our music so much more than what we do. Because we use it, we hear it all the time. We're kind of desensitized to a lot of the stuff. So to impress a U.S. audience I feel like it's a little bit harder. You know, so I think people in like Europe and even South America, I feel like they value the music a little bit more just because.
Yeah, because they don't get
it much.
They don't see it. They're not here. All they get is this little social media if they got it, or and this is they live through the literal social media through what we give them.
Yeah.
So they're fascinated. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid if your artist puts that shit out to other countries because Asian people, they make what that BTS group, whatever these Asian groups, they be doing billions, Spanish billions. And you a couple Americans do billions. If Taylor Swift or Weeknd or something or Bruno Mars, but if you're not them, billions is hard to come by unless you out the country and doing some of these other things for real. 100%. That's why. Honestly, music is crazy. My last question before we get off this podcast, I wanted to ask you guys. Because I saw something. Podcasts and streamers now are making way more money than artists. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about that and how the times have changed where music, they say is everlasting. It's just forever. It's been here for generations, the whole nine. This new thing, this new streaming world, maybe, the last 10 years or whatever for real. You know what I'm saying? It's already taken over to, millions and jillions and killing music artists. They're bigger, these streamers are bigger than actual music artists now. How do you guys feel about that? Or do you think that's gonna stay like that for long? Because music is that's how I feel everlasting, or because of how technology is, rappers should start being streamers now, or how do y'all feel?
I feel like they work hand in hand. You know what I mean? That's dope that they do, but I feel like without the podcast now, how you gonna get recognition? I feel like they work hand in hand. So I don't see nothing wrong with it. I think it's dope, you know what I mean? And this is what's controlling everything, people are getting heard, people are, artists are gonna get put on through podcasts, you know what I mean? Right. But for me it doesn't
mind you saying this is music's still everlasting forever.
Yeah. There's a lot of money invested in here,
oh yeah.
Thousands of dollars in camera gear and and all that shit, computers and the space and all that. So it's deserving of it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So
I think it's Einstein said it best, right? Everybody's gonna have their 2 minutes of fame, and we're in that era right now where everybody's trying to get that 2 minutes of fame. There's gonna be more people trying to be famous than there are recording the footage of your fame. So I think that's to his point. You're investing so much money on the tools that are necessary to get your shit out there at the quality that's needed. Right. I think it's well deserved, man.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, because
give me something different. Give me a little something different.
I talk a lot, so I try to let these gentlemen talk. But I'm very passionate about I'm all for podcasts, people.
The streamers and the little nerds on the video
games.
Get your bag,
bro, however you want. I think if your goal is to be an artist, know that you're gonna be struggling for a little bit, and you gotta really love the art, and not think monetarily all the time. Right. In regards to an artist now becoming a podcaster / art, to me that's a little weird. Only because it doesn't build mystique to who you are. Right. If you're always I don't mind the behind the scenes stuff that we do because it gives people a glimpse, or even doing a small mini pod of just us discussing maybe stuff that's current events or just shit that we're doing in the studio and things that we're cooking up. Have no problem with that. I think that gives people insight to how
things go in the back behind the scenes.
The meal is cooked. So those type of pieces of content for artists, I think, go a long way because people are interested in that.
Right.
But if you're constantly always in their face all the time, it's hard for people to miss you. If you're always in their face and you're always talking and you're always giving your opinion on, no, I want to hear a song, motherfucker. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear you rap. And yeah, it could be lucrative. You could probably have a future in that, but you also have to distinguish as an artist, like what is it that where's your love? Is
Right.
your
Do you
love
wanna be
being
an
in front of the
artist,
camera
or-
all the time and talking? And cool, kudos to you.
Right.
Are you trying to juggle both? If you're trying to juggle both, then you got to really be a mastermind in regards to like marketing and being able to leverage those things to work in your favor, so it doesn't diminish the art in any way, you know. And I think that's a tricky kind of trail to, you know. I like my artistry with a little mystique in it.
Right.
That's all. That's a long way of saying I like my artist with a little mystique. So, you know.
So yeah, you're not gonna be sitting in front of the camera all day.
Yeah,
just
I
making,
can't, you
I'm
know?
writing
You
and
can't
just
write.
staring like, yeah,
Right.
subscribe.
Yeah, this is how I write a song.
W chat, yeah, just pen to notes.
Chad, what do you think I should write next?
Right,
You know
give me a
what I'm
topic.
saying?
It's two different lanes. you
Yeah,
know?
Yeah.
two different lanes. So and also like how do you think you're gonna become a master at songwriting if you have your
Streaming live and
you're
then
doing so many things, bro.
Gotcha.
You gotta
Yeah.
focus.
100%. That's dope, though.
Yeah,
That's real. You know, it's just, I just think it's crazy that they really,
it is.
even
It's
things,
the time and
right?
age.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the
you
time
know,
and age that we
like
live
making
in.
$1 jillion just playing a video game on Fortnite.
And I think podcasts are important even like this because, you know, you guys are allowing us in your space and exposing us to an audience that we probably would never even
Right.
encounter, you know? So I think podcasts are pivotal. If you're an artist, if you're trying to promote something, like going on a little press run and going on a podcast
just-
run.
and really have a
and
conversation.
having conversations. Like people need to see your personality. People
Yeah.
need to see who they're investing their time and
Right.
listening ears to. So
Right?
I
Because your
think
music could
that's
be dope,
important.
but then it's like when they hear you and if they really connect with you, then I feel like they really
Yeah,
like now
they
it's a
really-
rap. Like I'm a
yeah.
fan of that man. That man got a
Exactly.
fucking mind of a you know genius in the music, like
Right.
fucking whatever. You know, like they really gonna gravitate you and want to fuck with you even more if they see how you talk and how you come and how you respect, how you talk about certain situations, yourself or others, and the things around you. You know, because. An artist today, say one thing about Trump, and it's like, okay, well, he just lost this many followers because these people like Trump, and these, you know, it's really how you know what I'm saying, proceed yourself, you know, and
I
it's
really commend y'all too, man, on the financial aspect that you bring
Yeah.
to the table because we speak our own language. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So they need to hear this type of advice from their own. You know what I mean?
100%.
I hope that this blows up more and that people are consistent with reaching out and wanting to ask you, you know, more personal questions on their finances because I think, you know, you guys did crack the code, and if it's something that you're really about spreading that type of love, I hope then people receive it, man.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
we definitely spreading the love, and you know we spreading the love every week, especially on Wednesdays. We have a school group, school.com/850. Literally, the Delete Kingdom. It's a community. It's a VIP community where people literally can go on there. You can learn how to get an 800 credit score like this. You know, every Wednesday at 7:30 we do me and Ty do a Zoom class where ask us all the questions. We talk about their wins, new data points that we got. The shit's always changing, you know. TransUnion getting sued, or you know, Apple trading different, you know, getting either Visa or MasterCard or whatever, you know, like so. We be really in depth with that because one, I don't think any, you know what I'm saying. If we're not gonna do it, who else is gonna do it? You know, and there are people that are out there doing it, but we're building this community. Exactly. We're building this community as well. So we definitely encourage everybody to go on there because there's literally down to a spreadsheet so you can track your life and make sure you're on point, all the way to courses where it's like, hey, this is how you're gonna get an 800 credit score. Your score should look like this. You need to take these steps. Sign up for this. Look at this. Follow this. You know. So we definitely trying to push this because it's truly for everybody. If you're a living breathing person on this United States soil, you have a credit score, then credit is literally for you. I mean, you have a Social Security, then you have a credit score, you're 18. This is for everybody. You know, we're not taught this in high school. We're not taught this in grammar school. Maybe taught, you know, somewhere wherever you go in college. But it's just not,
don't
you
even
know.
have this at home.
Exactly. Like some people, you know, got their credit fucked up because they OGs or whoever, you know, ran their shit up. And it's like, damn, I didn't get a chance to reap the benefits of my own shit. Like, damn, that's fucked up, you know? So, you know, whether it's someone else fucking up or, you know, motherfuckers being young and not knowing, wherever the case may be, like, we're actually here to help, to fix that and put you back as, you know what I'm saying, square one. Let's not just let the credit get fucked up again. You know, so we're really here helping people and getting them to the bag. You know,
dope,
when it comes to the business funding, you know, our goal is to get 100 people $100,000 in business funding, and then 850 people an 850 credit score. You know, 800 plus at least. You know, you know, per 850 we getting there. I'm at 830. He's at like 832. You know, we trying.
We're gonna sign up.
Yo, hell yeah, we signed up.
800 credit.
Hell yeah, you feel me?
Nah, I thought
Literally,
it was just
bro.
an interview. I'm getting-
No, this is really where it's at. Especially like I said, since you're an artist, you invest into yourself. Fuck the label waiting to call. I'm gonna go get the 100,000 that I was waiting for, and then now what do I need to do with it? You know, because like I said, 9 times out of 10, the label call, that money's for you, and you're gonna go buy this, that, and it's like, okay, where the money go? But when you're for yourself, you're independent. You're your own beast now. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna put this to my music, and you know what? I need to be smart. I'm gonna go get some real estate. Make sure I got assets. Make sure I got something that's gonna hold me over. You know, motherfuckers don't think about that when they get that, you know, label signed. Oh shit, we go to the club, throw 100, bitch. Yeah. What? I want to go throw 100 on the crib, and then go get another crib, and then after I have like 10 cribs, now we go throw 100 at the club. You know what I'm saying? Because I just made 100 off my cribs. You see what I'm saying?
Invested it and flipped it.
Exactly. Oh shit. Shit.
Where can they find y'all at one more time?
No,
before we
yeah.
get out of here?
So Instagram socials.
So my Instagram's aq.runitback. That's where you can find me. That's where I post most of my
Everything.
stuff, everything. Yeah.
YouTube, anything.
YouTube, AQ Running Back as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. That's where you can find me at.
Yeah, you can find me words1, the number 1, just WRDS1 on Instagram. On YouTube, you type in words. It's kind of a unique way of spelling
Right, and
it,
it
so
should be the first
it'll
thing to pop up. Yeah.
You could check out, like I said, our latest project, latest stuff that we put out, Speech for the Poor, something that we're really proud of, a body of work that we're really proud of. So check that out. And yeah, you can find me on everything words, WRDS.
These are Clue Rock, CLEWROCK. That's on all socials. Y'all can check me.
Hell yeah. And then one more time for everybody that, you know, made it this far. You guys got another project coming out, right?
Yeah.
Literally, when is that dropping? We got the date?
We don't got a date yet, but it's called, we named it Full Eclipse.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, that's coming out maybe late April.
I love it.
Video for the single off the project, I'll Be Cool, is dropping on the 11th.
Love it.
The single's already out. So yeah.
Y'all gotta go stream that. And real quick before we get off, I know, do we got a destiny for the group here? We got a name. You know what I'm saying? We this is the new Kid and Play here. You know what I'm saying? What we doing? You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't know. I mean, I kind of like the individuality and then coming together.
Coming together,
Almost
just
like
put the-
Redman and Method Man. you
Love
know?
it. Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I feel like hip hop is missing that a little bit.
Okay,
You know, when
hell
it comes
yeah.
to duos. So to me, I don't know. I wouldn't want like a name, but
Right.
I think.
But like, no, I like that. The Redman, Method Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Coming like,
yeah,
man,
that
these guys
dynamic.
are fire but when they come together, that shit
it's
crazy.
Yeah, and
I love that.
And I kind of like that idea, that concept for this. I mean, I haven't
Right,
spoken to the
right,
gentleman
right,
about
right.
it. I'm just speaking it out loud. but I
Probably
think
next
that's
time we
a
get on the
dope-
podcast, you know, we'll have an official stamp. But no, that's
Take a poll.
yeah, that's dope as hell. I definitely appreciate you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Coming
Thank
here,
you.
sharing your
Thank
story, and you
Humble.
know, letting the people know who you are and where they can find you. And you know, we got to check out this dope ass music. You know, and there's gonna be a lot more coming. Actually, obviously, they got projects coming. They got music videos coming. More music videos coming. And we got a mic drop at HQ Chicago, so we got to promote the tape. We got to get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we gonna talk. We gonna talk. So if you guys made it this far to the Deletekings Podcast, we appreciate you so much. I'm Deleteking CVO.
The weekend 50.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.